Hello and welcome back to Canadian Vintage, and good morning and welcome to a cloudy September morning. Look at this lovely lavender on our left and these succulent sunflowers to our right, but neither of those are going to be touched right now is not true because the lavender is going to be foraged. I have decided we might as well. Yes, the cows have been fed and they're very happy. All the animals have been fed over the last month or so, because we did end the last episode in July and we skipped over August just to have fed the animals. But now we are in September, which does mean we're one step closer to our mega harvest, which is in the distance there. You can see the corn is quite tall indeed. So also in August I did bring this back over here, knowing full well that I was intending on doing the lavender. Wanted to give it a bit of a washing as well after being in with the alfalfa. Now we'll also have to grab the case and get that ready, but I do want to give Courseplay a try here as a bit of a in preparation, I suppose, for the mega harvest, because I'd like to see how Courseplay works on this particular field. And as you can see, again, touch wood, there's not a heavy fog, which is rare for the autumn, so I'm really hoping that it sticks around that way and doesn't cause us issues. Right, so we're going to start straight off with a Courseplay course, meaning we're not going to go into the job first, we're going to just get it started first. So if we can go here and generate these settings, which means we want to go, well, it doesn't really matter if it goes, we will go anti-clockwise, which is fine. As far as headlands go, I mean, yeah, we could put maybe 2. I don't know. 1 is fine, I guess. Let's do that and just see what kind of happens for this field. Do we have to be like in the field? Okay, that should do it. And generate should automatically bring us to. How in the field do I have to get here? Okay, we literally can't be any more in the field without being in the field. There we go. Now it's registered the field. Generate and see what happens. Right, so it's missing a bit of the field, which is fine, I guess. Maybe if we set it at 2 headlands, it might be a bit more generous with its space. That's still 1. Unless I'm missing something there. Headland direction, we'll go counterclockwise, generate again. And yeah, I guess that's fine. It's still just the 1. But that should be fine. As long as it does the job is my thing. So we're just going to leave it there ready to go. We are going to... and we'll just reverse just a bit out of the field. We'll get rid of that, and we'll start that up once we come back with the case. We do have to get the case, of course, so we can follow along and get it filled with this lavender. And then that's going to be the end of that field. That's pretty much going to be the job. So let me get that set up. I do believe that Courseplay is set up properly. I don't know for certain, which is a bit frustrating. So I might just have a cheeky peek and see that all things are working well before we do crack on. But let's at least get this over to the field. I tell you what, I'm going to get this to the field, make sure that Courseplay is actually set up properly, and then we'll crack on with the job. Alright, I do think that things are working now. So we're going to just get there going quickly. It says need to be unloaded, obviously, but yeah, the path didn't really start until partway in the field for some reason. I don't know why. But it does seem as though it is working. Now, luckily with lavender, at least I think we should be fine to just travel behind here. If anything, we should be able to go directly behind. If we can. I'm going to try that at least and see. That should be the best course of action. There we go. Yeah, it wasn't working. I'm glad I checked because there was a bit of a faff to get it started. But once we got it going, it was perfect. As you can see now, it is working just fine. Now let's get that cruise control set to 10 or whatever it is that the harvester does. I believe it is 10 or 11. No, it's definitely 10. But if we stay right behind, hopefully we don't rear end them if they stop abruptly. But it's working, which is very good. That's exactly what we wanted to have happen. We wanted it to work, and it does seem to be working indeed. Again, we are very near, but it's going right over the cab of the tractor, which is perfect. And then into the Forage King. Thank goodness for that. And then in the distance there, well, not in the distance, right there, you can see our lovely corn field, which we will be in the next month. It will be quite the month indeed, especially with the sunflowers we also have to harvest, which we might stick a helper on just to get it done, depending on the time restraint and all. Ideally, I would like to try and get that corn harvest done in one episode, but we shall see. We are at the nitty-gritty stage of all things now, as far as, you know, ending the series, so who knows how things are going. Oh, hello there. Give you a little bit of a push. Oh, I see what's happened there. See, the nice thing about Courseplay, at least, is that the helper doesn't just randomly decide, you know what, nah, I'm just going to stop randomly and reverse into you and cause a scene, cause absolute havoc, which is very nice that they opt to not do that, because it is incredibly problematic in every aspect ever. Again, another thing I'm just going to say that I'm very pleased about is the fact that there is no fog. Usually we are doing this job, well, the last time we did this job, it was literally impossible to see where we were. We couldn't see the harvester in front, basically, with how thick and heavy the fog was. So I'm very grateful for the fact that we can actually see our farm from here, let alone see the bloody harvester in front of us. So yeah, let's just say the little things, the little wins, you know, that's a little win and I'll take it, especially with how crazy the series has been up to this point, particularly with this foraging last time out. Anyways, we are doing the business, which is very good. I'm not faffing with any sort of lorries for this job. It's just a straightforward get the Fiat, get it loaded into the Forage King, and then go see little Alice about loading it into the big fermenting silo, and we can get some more silage for the cows. Right, well, as you can see, unfortunately, the bloody fog came out of absolutely nowhere. We were having the clearest day I've ever seen, ever on this map. And then all of a sudden, nah, here's some fog for you, mate. And it's terrible. It's so thick and just awful. And anyways, it's back, so that's really unfortunate. Luckily, we are sort of nearly done on that far side. Hopefully when it comes time to our harvest in... I'll see, I'm all disheveled now, going the wrong direction and everything. Getting all confuddled, and it's just terrible. See what the fog does to a man's mind. Oh my word, it's absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, luckily we're done with that far side of the field. But yeah, as I say, I am a bit concerned for our corn harvest next month, because a lot of that field is quite low lying, and the fog might absolutely just cause a havoc in that harvest. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the next month. Right, we'll just get that lined up. At least this is coming along. Let's have a look and see how it is going. It's about half complete. I don't know why the job didn't start down here, why it had to start up here. If anyone has any if anyone has any courseplay insights as to why that is the case, then I would love to hear it, because that is, yeah, very, very well, frankly, very annoying. Let's just have a quick check on all the animals food wise, just to see everyone's fine for at least a couple of months, so that's really good. The cows will probably, for some reason, I think there's a bit of a deception with the cows and the food number, because it'll show, I don't know, it's shown like a month, for example, and it'll be, I don't know, 3 in the afternoon, and then we'll go towards the morning time at about, you know, 5, 6, whatever, and then they're empty. It's like, well, that wasn't a month, was it? That was less than a month, unless it calculates it by midnight at that time. I think that might be the case, but also it's never really been an issue until we got 200 cows, which is roughly what we're at now, I think. And then, yeah, over 50,000 litres a month required for their feeding, which is, again, absolutely mad. But that's cows for you, especially, again, when you have 200 cows. I think we have 200 cows, actually. I know we would have just seen it on the menu there. Let's have a look and see. Yep, 199 cows exactly. There you go. So, yeah, and goats have been full for a while, pigs as well, chickens for an age. So cows are the only ones that we haven't gotten to their maximum amount, but my god, at 100 cows they were eating so much, let alone now 200 cows. And then the capacity of that whole pen, or the whole barn, is I think 280 something. So that's a lot of bloody cows, and a lot of silage. It would be. We would need much lavender. But I think if we were cracking on, continuing on with the series, if we were doing particularly just cows, even, we would probably have turned. I don't know what we would do if we would turn this field and the sunflowers into corn to be able to do silage. If it would be enough. It's hard to say, really hard to say. But anyways, we will crack on with this here. Come along now. Okay, at least when the sun comes out, it either makes the fog less intense or more intense. Sometimes it can be more intense because the way the sunlight hits the fog. I've been a big fan of the volumetric fog, so I don't know why. Is this a map thing? Or is it just like... Because look in the distance there, it's absolutely thick. Thick as. You know what I mean? It's mad. It's not Canada Day yet, is it? From all the fireworks or whatever else causes a lot of smoke in the air on Canada Day. But yeah, it's a bloody shame, I'll tell you that much. And unfortunately, there's no way to really get rid of it. I don't think there is any sort of settings that can get rid of the intensity, at least. I don't mind the fog. I don't mind that. I don't mind, you know, having that. But my, it's been a prevalent issue for a long time. Like, look at this. As soon as we get down to the end here, you'll see it's just a menace. An absolute menace. Just wait and you'll see here. Ridiculous. Can't even see the bloody bins. If we go lower down, can't see the bins at all. Yeah, because at this level, can't see a bloody thing. Can barely see the lavender. Oh look, there's a forager there beside me. Unbelievable. It's all right. I'm done about I'm done about the madness of the fog, because there's really nothing that can be done about it. So all we can do is just crack on with that. Oh god, I've lost it now. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just observing the fact that we can't observe anything. Do you know what I mean? Oh, ridiculous. That's all right. You know what, though? On a good note, is that we are nearly done this foraging, and I don't mind the job. It is really, truly the fog that does it, and the fact that the mirrors don't display that at all. So if we could do... Oh, right, we're off again. If we could do all of our work through mirrors, not smoke and mirrors, but just mirrors, then we would be fine. Alright, here we go with the final bit of lavender into the fermenting silo. Happy days. Now, how much did we actually get from all of that? I'm very curious to find out. 85 plus another, call it 95 total. That's not too bad. Nearly 100,000. I wonder if we didn't quite get as much as we did before, but that's fine. But there we go, just shy of 100, actually probably total over 100,000. Yeah, you can see there, there's 1391 silage, so not too bad at all. Quite pleased about that. We'll just get all this shut down, and I suppose we could probably go and get the forager out of the field, but for now, let's crack on. Alright, well, I thought this would be a good opportunity to give this a bit of a bath, as well as the forager. We'll go and get from the field, get that sorted. My initial plan here was to actually move straight into October to get the sunflower harvest underway, but I have decided I'm going to wait, because I'm going to tie that into the corn harvest as well, just because we might as well get the last of the harvesting done in the next one, so that we can kind of have a main focus, and we'll keep this one for the lavender. And it's funny because the lavender was something I wasn't intending on doing, but just timing of all things, I'm trying to time the series to end, as I said on episode 150, with what we have coming up, which I think will be fine. The corn harvest does not need to end on one episode, or finish in one episode, which is unlikely anyways, considering the fact that it is a massive harvest alongside the sunflowers as well. I do have a bit of a plan for how it's all going to go down, but that will be in October in the next one. Obviously we can't harvest anything now anyways in September, and we have some rain on the way, but that's absolutely fine, because my plan here is really just to sort of get ready for the big harvest at hand, and that's starting with trying to reverse this in to here. Now, we're not going to be using any of that corn for foraging. We are going to use it all for harvesting, which is yeah, definitely I think the best course of action. We will go and get some sort of fuel added into here, diesel added into here at some point as well, as before the month. I'm just going to get this attached just so we are sort of ready to go. In fact, we might as well just get this lined up and ready to go get fueled up. That'll be good. We'll just get it kind of out of the way here for now. The only other things we really have to do is get the other harvester down from the shop, which is fine. Because what I'm thinking is maybe a good plan would be to start the harvesters in the cornfield as I do the sunflowers, because the sunflower field is obviously much smaller, and if we can get the helpers going in there first, and try and manage that, then at least we can get the sunflower harvest done and dealt with. The other option is to get a helper in the sunflower field while we get this other field set up, which might also be the better option. But the nice thing about the sunflowers is that they do yield a bit lower, meaning that we'll get, it won't take as much time, because we'll be emptying the hopper much less frequently. Whereas corn, I think we might be doing it much more frequently, especially than sunflowers. But that remains to be seen. Right, well, another thing as well is that since this is the last of the foraging, this is the last time we'll be using the mighty Heston. And that's kind of a bittersweet as well. It is a great bit of kit, doesn't mean we can't use it again in the future. I've used it multiple times on multiple series, so there's no reason why it can't make an appearance in a future series. Other than that, I can't think of any other kit that I would use in another series, to be completely honest though. Unfortunately, the Bandit, I can't see that on any of the series, especially something set in a European setting, although that would be pretty cool if it was though. Nice import, right? Depending on where in Europe as well. Right, we'll just get this tucked in here. I think the only other thing I wanted to do was check on the animals, check on the productions, make sure that everything is up to snuff before we make our move into October. But, I mean, let's just take a minute as well, just to appreciate what we've done here. I mean, Adding the foliage to this farm was an absolute game changer. I mean, making the farm the way it was already a game changer. And we had started with the cows here, built up this massive cliff. You might have remembered that where those Quonset huts are now, those two, that cliff was all the way across, from the pigs all the way across. It looked absolutely horrendous, so I did make the change on that to move things around. You alright, cows? You know, we haven't really said hello to the cows in a long time either. They must enjoy the shade, get a bit more privacy as well. Considering they keep reproducing, they must enjoy their privacy and then just crack on with the business, as you would expect them to do. But yeah, it is nice just to kind of take it in, you know? I mean, I am pleased with it. I am pleased with the way things are going. This is cracking on. The bakery also. This will sort out straw bales. As I said, we might end up needing to just buy some from the shop, which is really not a big deal. We can do that. The oat is good, although we could bring some more oat down. Maybe that's something we should do today. This loaded digestate, again, we're not doing anything with it, so it doesn't really matter. The milk is continuously added in, so that'll just crack on. The mixer is empty, out of straw. Okay, that's what we'll do now. Let's get some straw into there. Might be able to put some more TMR in for the cows here. But first things first, let's just go and get some straw added in. Yeah, it is a bit wild to think of how far the series has come, quite literally. You know, not just the fact that it's been, 140, what is this, 146 episodes, but the fact that it's just so many changes around the farm. I mean, we started way up here, right? And for the next few episodes, I'm going to be quite reminiscent of how things are going. But yeah, we did start with this area here. I don't even think we started with 62. I think we had this, and that was it. We had the little cow barn here. This was all grass, if I'm not mistaken. Mowed it. What did we do with it? I think we just mowed it, turned it to maybe... Oh no, I put a small silage pit here. That was very early days. Then we eventually bought 62. I think we started with flax and we did some buckwheat here. Eventually we bought 63. We were using it as a contract field a lot. Then we eventually bought a house, which was nice. We had a little house here, but then we replaced it with some chickens. Then we eventually ended up getting 34 and we did some yard work. Sorry, what did we do there? We had a field in there for a while and then we eventually turned it to a production yard. When we owned 63, we did a bunch of different business up here as well, as far as cutting trees down, loads of chip in. That really helped initially. And then we eventually bought this big field here, which wasn't, or maybe we bought 50. No, we bought 64 first. And there were bins here, we sold them, and then we ended up buying 33, which was this whole area was a field. And then we took, obviously what you see is not field, we took and turned it into our own thing, and then eventually 58. And then 59, and then finally 31, the big one as well. So yeah, we've made some incredible progress over the course of this series, and I'm very pleased about it. You know, finally getting the TMR mixer after we and the fermenting silo after having another massive pit. Right here actually is where we had our big pit. And honestly, yeah, I'm very happy with the series and the way it's gone. In the next one, we'll probably reminisce more towards the end, especially. We'll be into the original farm where the goats are now, where the cows used to be, and then the chickens we've added there as well. We used to have bees over there where we then put the sugar beet storage. I mean, as I say, we've really made some massive changes over the course of this series. And I definitely got for someone who doesn't do, well, never really does North American maps or anything, actually, you know what, we'll just let this crack on and then we'll fill it. We'll leave this here to fill and we'll deal with it later. But yeah, as someone who doesn't normally do these kinds of maps, I definitely went all in for this one. So I probably won't see another North American map for a long time, just because I got it all out in one big series. And the cows seem to love it. They love this tree as well. Nice big, what is this, big elm? There we go, American elm, well, Canadian elm. But yeah, Anyways, then we do have our lovely sunflowers as well, which will be harvested in the next one. So yeah, we'll leave off in view here with our cows, as it has been quite some time. Here we'll get a nice view from over on this side here. You can see the nice big fermenting silo there in the distance. The Canadian flag, just lovely, simply lovely, simply lovely. But we will leave it here for this one for today. In the next one, we will be into October and the mega harvest to come as well. Bit nervous for it because it's going to be mental, but also it's going to be fantastic. Lots of corn, which we'll have to dry as well. I mean, the harvest might go across 2 episodes, we shall see, and then as we end things, we're definitely on course to wrap it up for episode 150, which is just around the corner. I think it'll actually arrive, it should be on the Sunday. So a nice little Sunday finale for the series, and then Monday we'll be fresh in with a new one. Or I might even take a day, actually. I might take a day and just kind of, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll give you a bit of an update on that later on. Right, well, thank you again for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. If you've enjoyed the episode, cheeky thumbs up always helps out the channel. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Until the next one, though, please do take care, and bye for now.